Imagine standing on the shore of a river no living person was ever meant to cross. The air is cold and silent. No birds sing overhead. No wind disturbs the black water. Along the riverbank, countless pale figures wait in the darkness. Some stare across the water. Others look back toward a world they will never see again. Out of the mist comes a small boat. At its helm stands a hooded ferryman. He does not greet the dead. He does not offer comfort. He simply extends his hand and waits. Those carrying a coin may cross. Those without one are left behind. According to the ancient Greeks, this was the first step into the kingdom of Hades, a realm hidden beneath the earth. A kingdom feared by mortals, respected by gods, and destined to receive every living soul. Today, many people imagine Hades as a Greek version of the devil, but the ancient Greeks saw him very differently. He was not the embodiment of evil. He was not a tempter of souls or a ruler of the damned. He was something far more inevitable. He was the king of the dead. Long before he ruled the underworld, Hades was a victim himself. He was the eldest son of the titans Cronus and Rhea, but Cronus lived in constant fear. A prophecy foretold that one of his children would overthrow him, just as he had overthrown his own father. Determined to prevent this fate, Cronus swallowed each of his children the moment they were born. Hades was the first. Then came Demeter, Hera, Hestia, and Poseidon. One by one they vanished into the darkness of their father's body. Only Zeus escaped. Hidden away by Rhea, the youngest son grew to adulthood in secret. When the time came, he forced Cronus to release his imprisoned children, and together they launched a war that would shake the universe itself. The conflict became known as the Titanomachy. For 10 years, gods and titans battled for control of creation. Mountains shattered, the seas roared, the sky trembled beneath their power. During the war, the Cyclopes forged legendary weapons for the three brothers. Zeus received his thunderbolt, Poseidon received his trident, and Hades received the helm of darkness, a magical helmet that rendered its wearer completely invisible. While Zeus unleashed storms and Poseidon dominated the battlefield, Hades moved unseen through the chaos. Ancient writers believe this gift played a crucial role in securing victory for the Olympians. At last, the Titans fell. The old age ended. A new order began. To divide the cosmos, the three brothers cast lots. Zeus received the heavens, Poseidon claimed the seas, and Hades inherited the world below. Many modern readers assume he received the worst share. The Greeks did not. The underworld was not simply a place of death. It was an entire kingdom. Every human who had ever lived would eventually arrive there, and Hades ruled it absolutely. The journey into his realm began at the banks of 5 legendary rivers. Each represented a different aspect of death itself. The first was Charon, the river of woe. This was where newly departed souls first understood the truth. Their mortal lives were over. Waiting beside the river stood Charon, the ferryman of the dead. Ancient Greeks often buried their loved ones with a small coin known as an obol. This payment allowed a soul to board Charon's boat. Those without proper burial rites faced a grim fate. Unable to pay, they wandered the riverbank for 100 years, trapped between life and death. Beyond Charon flowed the most famous river of all, the Styx, the river of hatred. Its dark waters circled the underworld 7 times. Even the gods feared it. Oaths sworn upon the Styx were considered unbreakable, and any immortal who violated such a vow faced severe punishment. Then came Cocytus, the river of lamentation. Its waters carried endless cries of grief through the darkness. Nearby flowed Phlegethon, a river of living fire whose burning currents guarded the deepest prisons of the dead. And finally there was Lethe, the river of forgetfulness, perhaps the most unsettling river of them all. A single drink could erase an entire lifetime, parents forgotten, friends forgotten, every memory washed away forever. Beyond the rivers stood the great bronze gates of the underworld. Crossing them meant leaving the world of the living behind. Guarding the entrance was Cerberus, the monstrous hound of Hades. Most know him as a three-headed dog, but ancient descriptions often made him even more terrifying. Snakes twisted from his body, and a serpent formed his tail. To arriving souls, he was indifferent. To those attempting escape, he was merciless. No shade could slip past him. Beyond the gates sat three judges, Minos, Rhadamanthus, and Iacchus. In life they had been kings. In death they judged humanity. Every action was weighed before them. Every act of courage, every betrayal, every crime, nothing remained hidden. Once judgment was delivered, the soul was sent to its final destination. Most entered the asphodel meadows. This vast gray landscape was home to ordinary souls, neither heroic nor wicked, neither rewarded nor punished. Here the dead wandered endlessly through the mist. For the truly virtuous, a far greater reward awaited. Elysium, a paradise of eternal spring. Ancient poets described green fields, gentle breezes, and freedom from suffering. Heroes and leaders could spend eternity there. Yet beneath these peaceful realms lay a place feared even by immortals. Tartarus, the deepest abyss in existence. A prison so far below the earth that an anvil dropped from heaven would take 9 days to reach it. This was where the defeated Titans were imprisoned after their war against the gods. It was also the destination for those guilty of unforgivable crimes. Among its most famous prisoners was Sisyphus, a king so cunning that he managed to cheat death itself. For his arrogance, he was condemned to push a massive boulder up a hill for eternity. Every time he neared the summit, the stone rolled back down, again and again, forever. Another prisoner was Tantalus. He stood in a pool of water beneath branches heavy with fruit. Whenever he bent down to drink, the water receded. Whenever he reached for food, the branches moved away. Then there was Ixion, bound to a flaming wheel that spun endlessly. The Danads suffered a different punishment, forced to carry water in leaking vessels, attempting forever to fill a container that could never be filled. Hades himself did not delight in suffering. He was not a torturer. He was an administrator, a guardian of cosmic order. His duty was to ensure that every soul received exactly what it deserved. At the center of his kingdom stood a vast palace. From here, Hades ruled beside his queen, Persephone. Their story remains one of the most famous myths in ancient Greece. Persephone was the daughter of Demeter. One day Hades saw her and carried her into the underworld. When Demeter learned what happened, crops failed, a famine spread. Zeus intervened, but Persephone had eaten the pomegranate seeds, bound forever. The Greeks used this story to explain the seasons. When Persephone returned to the surface, spring followed. When she descended once more into the underworld, autumn and winter arrived. Legendary heroes entered the kingdom of Hades while still alive. A catabasis. One of the most famous was Orpheus. He played music so beautiful that even Hades was moved. He granted Orpheus a single chance. But there was one condition. He must not look back until they reached the surface. Step after step, Orpheus climbed. Yet doubt slowly crept into his mind. At the very edge of freedom, he turned. She vanished. Another visitor was Heracles, who wrestled Cerberus into submission. Odysseus also ventured to the edge of the realm. These stories reinforced that the realm of Hades was the ultimate boundary. The ancient Greeks built surprisingly few temples to Hades. Many feared even speaking his name aloud. Instead, they offered prayers directly into the earth, believing their words would travel downward into his kingdom. Black animals were sacrificed in his honor, and worshippers often looked away during the ritual out of respect for the unseen king. For the Greeks understood that Hades was never the villain. He was a ruler, a necessary force within the natural order. Without him, there could be no balance between life and death, no justice beyond the grave. He remains the silent king beneath the earth, the keeper of ancient laws, the guardian of the dead. And according to the beliefs of ancient Greece, the ruler of the one kingdom that every mortal would someday enter. If you enjoyed this journey into the realm of Hades, don't forget to like the video. And if you'd like to explore more gods, heroes, monsters, and mysteries from Greek mythology, be sure to watch another video and continue your journey into the ancient world.